sealer is like a skating rink when it gets wet.
Looking at the number 2 car that Memo Rojas is chasing down, Alex Popov. What a brilliant drive he had at Detroit. Had the lead. They had to put a bit more fuel in that Ford-powered car during the pit stop and lost out. But look at Yacamán. He's looking for a way by.
Yeah. He was looking for a way over for a second there.
Yeah, this is wild. And these guys have had a little bit of argy-bargy at Barber earlier this season, so Detroit wasn't the first time. There he goes to the inside.
He's going to hit him.
There's contact.
He put him off.
Unbelievable.
I don't believe it. Under probation again.
Oh, and he's damaged the car. Mike Shank is going to be fit to be tied.
Wow.
Well, he got out of there somehow, but he's going to bring all kind of debris on the racetrack there.
You can't make these things up. There's Scott Pruitt on the left.
Nobody's believing it. He's shaking his head just like I'm shaking mine.
The question is, did Rojas's car get
oh boy,
there?
now we got trouble.
We've seen fire underneath there. Like Shank machines before.
Oh, that's a bad spot.
Bad
spot to stop that car. There's no way to get to him there. He's got to get out.
Only place where the concrete comes right down to the track verge.
I hope he hit the fire button. That's all I can say, because there's no easy place to get to him there.
I remember Watkins, Glenn Dorsey, when Shank had a car burned to the ground on the entry to pit lane a couple of years ago. Can you believe that?
7 laps in, our second caution flag.
My good friend Bruce McGinnis.
That's burning good. That thing is burning or bad.
He would call that instant karma. Yeah, that's unfortunate right there, because like I said, that's not easy place to get to it now.
And I wouldn't get too close to it, fans.
Yeah, there's a lot of fuel still on board.
Oh, yeah.
What a couple of weeks for Michael Shank Racing. Based down in the Columbus area. They just announced new sponsorship from a major contracting company, Roberts Electrical Construction here. There was so much going their way, and then all collisions affecting both cars in Detroit, and now this.
Michael Shank is also the owner of the car that was destroyed at Detroit. This is an independent team. Yeah, here's Mike. I'll talk about broken wallets, and his was the one I was talking about. Now this car. This is our roof cam on top of this car, and that little fire truck thing.
When we talk about the pace of the season, I mean, they're in the heat of the battle, literally. They just come off a major rebuild on the 60. Now this thing is burning to the ground. There's another race in 2 weeks' time at Watkins Glen.
And this one truck, I don't think is going to be able to handle the whole situation. I hope it does. I really do. But when he parked where he did, he didn't have much choice. He had to get out. But that is the worst place on this racetrack to pull off. If he'd gone just a little bit further, you could get to it. But
well, they're on it now, but it certainly was a delay in getting to it, and the fire had erupted by that stage.
Yacamán, who threw his gloves after getting out of the car.
Hard to believe the irony of the situation, that he gets into the side of Rojas, the guy he had the incident with at Detroit, and then just a few corners later, we see this.
You know, in your mind, you would want to think that the fire was related to the incident, but I don't think it's going to be that way.
Well, here's a look at what just unfolded.
Coming down into turn 6, you swing out to the left like Rojas is doing to set up, and Yacamán's just dived it down the inside.
Now they hit here. Now watch contact. See, this fire is not related to the incident at all.
Is there an oil cooler or something?
No. I guarantee you that.
Like the contact was
more
toward the left front.
And I thought the same thing. When I saw the contact, I thought the fire is probably a result of. I don't think it is. Now this is.
Maybe getting himself out of the gravel
This is what did it. This tore an oil line off right here or something like that.
Yeah, it either cut down the left front or he had damage to the suspension. He couldn't turn the car, essentially.
Yeah, it's the off track that did the
at this point, you need to be looking for a fire station.
And the next one, unfortunately,
the GT field is coming through, so he couldn't get to the right.
Get over to the right, yeah.
Just a bizarre set of circumstances. There's the onboard as he extricates himself.
He doesn't have all of his stuff off, but he was getting out.
Decided he had to go.
I've been in that situation. I mean, your mind's going, you don't have a lot of choice. You got to act quick at something. Here's Mike Shank, and he already knows what he needs to know.
Huge amount of home support. I mean, Mike and his team have been busy repairing the 60 car, but they have massive media responsibilities throughout this month for the Mid-Ohio event. They're just one of the best teams in the business in really just getting the word out and exposing our series to the public. And this is just It's just a shame to see Mike have to go through this.
You know, when you look at a budget, when you start your year out and you look at a budget for the year and you try to run the numbers in your mind of what you need to get through the year, this is the equation you never have figured in. Two major expenses back to back.
And Mike Shank is such a survivor. I mean, he built his team basically from scratch with himself as the driver and then became a car owner. He's had flirtations with Champ Car Racing. And he has built this team, really a powerhouse. Former winners of the Rolex 24 at Daytona. And it has just been an absolutely brutal year thus far for them.
Watch the run that Yacamán has, coming off 5, dives down the inside. Rojas, you don't typically expect it there, Dorsey.
No.
It's not a usual passing opportunity unless the driver's being really aggressive like Yacamán was.
And it's incidental contact at that point. It wasn't that big a hit, as you see right here. Here's a little bump, okay? Didn't spin the car, whatever. That's not what happened. It did break the left front corner of this car. That's why he can't turn. When he makes this corner, it goes straight. And when he hits this gravel trap, I'm thinking it probably tore an oil line off or an oil cooler up, and that's what resulted with the fire.
Oh boy, what a moment to start the race here at Mid-Ohio. We've got another break coming up while the cleanup continues, and we'll be back hopefully for a green flag shortly at the Diamond Cellar Classic from Mid-Ohio.